And on this week's Flop Break, we are going to find our own unique ways to play. So, grab your flop ball.
Get ready, get creative.
This Flop Break brought to you by Flow Circus. Co-founders Don Daria and Paul Miller have over 20 years of experience providing organizations with tools and trainings they need to promote well-being, strengthen teams, and practice strategies to thrive in the messiness of learning, growth, and change.
Welcome back. This week on our Flop Break, we are going to share with each other a routine that we've created, sort of little bits of flow that we find appealing to our inner player. So
we're not going to pick a trick from the deck this week. We're going to actually combine different skills we've been learning and encourage you to do the same.
All right. So, Dawn, why don't you share with me the routine that you came up with and the flow that you've kind of found for yourself.
Okay.
And then teach that to me, and then I'll do the same with you.
All right. Sounds good. So what we've done is we've challenged each other to put together 5 different unique tricks and then combine them into like a little routine. So here's mine. Ready?
I am ready. I'm
Okay.
emotionally ready for this.
All right. So I'm going to start small and then get big and then small and then big. So here we go. Whee!
Ooh, nice.
La!
All right. You okay?
Yep.
Oh, you dropped your mic?
Yeah. Okay.
Drop the
That-
mic.
Drop the, that. It was that good. Boom!
All right. So let me
Okay.
see.
So we start here with a flat.
Okay.
But it counts as one move. But I did a little, medium, and then big.
Okay. A little, medium, and big.
And then kind of with the swap in the middle, but I wide, middle, and then wide.
Okay. So sort of like this swing swap. Okay.
Yep, swing swap. And then bring it back to the middle with a full flip.
Full flip. Got it.
And then an in flip from side to side.
In flip side to side. Okay.
And then bring it back to the middle for a finale with a waterfall from top to bottom.
Waterfall from top to bottom. Okay. So you start up high and go down. I
Yep,
like it.
Yep, for
All
like
right.
for a bow at the end.
Okay. All right. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, very nice. Very
Thank you,
nice.
thank you.
So can I try from top?
Yep.
Okay. So
By yourself?
Sure. Or we
Okay.
can do it.
Okay, we'll do it together.
We
Okay,
can
ready?
do co-ed, synchronized,
Flopping.
small,
Little,
medium,
medium,
large,
Swing swap.
Whoa, big
Full
in flip.
flip.
Oh, full flip.
And then in flip,
Big
in
ins,
flip,
big ins. Okay.
and then waterfall to end it.
Waterfall to end it with the bow. Okay. All right. I didn't drop as much as you, and this is your routine.
Well, because
Is
you were
that
taking
okay?
up my space. I was giving you room.
Oh, I see. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Cool. Well, that's
I'm not used to sharing a stage.
Yeah,
I know
I
that's
can
your
see.
thing.
All right. So that was pretty good. I dig
Thank
it.
you,
I dig
thank
it.
you.
I like how you went big and small and what have you.
I like to, add variety.
And now, how did you come to that?
How did I come to that?
Yeah.
I was actually, because of me, I like to think before I do. That's how so I was thinking about that variety of space. So starting small, getting bigger, thinking about, using the full range of space.
Okay. Interesting.
So-
You incorporated the bow.
I did.
I like that. Okay. All right. Cool. So my routine
Yeah.
is it's similar in that it has a beginning, a middle, and end. I'll demonstrate it and
Sure.
then I'll teach it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't wait.
So I start in a neutral position and okay. So here we go.
Whee!
I know, right? And that is the trick.
Well, it makes sense that yours is very flowy and almost like jugglery.
Yeah, it's that's very astute. It's very astute. It is actually the thing that I like about it. Bless you.
Excuse me. Sorry. It made me sneeze.
Yeah, it's no need to apologize for sneezing. Sneezing is a part of life.
On camera, I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
So it's got a 3-count rhythm. And,
Like juggling.
Like juggling. And it also
Cascadey.
It cycles back and forth. So again, like
Like
juggling.
juggling.
Yeah. So
Are we
there's
starting on left hand?
there's 2 tricks here.
Right
It's
It's supposed to be
basically
5 tricks.
well, it's a cycle of 6 moves.
Okay.
But there's I guess 3 different tricks. Okay.
Figures you would not follow the rules we set out for this, which was to do 5 discrete tricks. But okay.
Well,
you are a rule breaker.
That's true. Okay, so we'll work on the parts, and then we'll try to put it together.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to start with it on the right hand. And what we're going to do is we're going to do an out flip. But we're going to do this out flip while we're crossing our hands. And so the flop ball that has or the hand that has the flop ball is going to cross on top. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to do this out flip and catch it so on the bottom hand.
Okay.
Okay, so that's sort of a new move. So let's try that again. Put it on your right hand. And we're going to cross, out flip, and as we're crossing, it's
Okay.
an out flip, but we kind of just sort of drop it on the hand as we go by. And then as we uncross our hands, what we're going to do is we're going to toss the flop ball up from the bottom, and again do an out flip. But because our hands are crossed, we're just going to catch it on the way back. Okay? So that we can practice that on one side back and forth. So let's try that. Cross and uncross. Cross and uncross.
So not only did you not come up with a routine of discrete moves, you're making up moves in the process.
Well, we just kind of changed it. We put a
so you're
variable.
making it harder, and you're okay.
We just play with a variable. Instead of keeping our hands uncrossed, we sort of cross them and uncross them, doing this exchange. So this is just, this is one piece of what we're doing. This is really the only new piece. It's the crossing and uncrossing. Now, switch hands. So now we're going to start with it on the left hand. And we're going to practice this same move, but on the other side. So again, we're going to cross over the top. And as we cross, we're just going to kind of do an out flip, but really just sort of drop it on the hand that's on the bottom. And then as we uncross, you're getting ahead, very good. As we uncross, we're going to just sort of flip it back to the top hand. And again, that's just sort of an out flip over from the bottom. And we can practice that a couple of times, get into a nice rhythm. And you'll find even with just these discrete steps, it has a nice flow to it. It's sort of crossing and uncrossing of that flop ball. So now we're going to link them up. And the way we link them up is we link them up from a standard, side-by-side position just by doing an in flip. So from here, it's an in flip, an out flip cross. Okay, so from here, it's an out flip cross, and then an out flip uncross, and then an in flip, and then an out flip cross. Now from here, I know it's confusing, right? From here, yeah, there you go. Now you're on the bottom.
I got it.
And so you go uncross, in flip, cross.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We got this.
1, 2, 3.
Maybe not at that speed, though.
Right. So here's something that helps me. You're going to kind of have that flop ball in 3 steps going from side to side. And so if I start over here, when it's over here, my arms are crossed, it's on the hand, it's the bottom. It's going to flip this way once, flip this way twice, and flip this way 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you'll see that the ball kind of goes 1, 2, 3, these 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, and then it drops. But that's, it's going to go back and forth. Bum, 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 bum. It's got a really nice flow.
Okay. I'll work on that. Maybe by next week I'll have it.
All right. She's going to show us what it looks like next week. I can't wait.
Sounds good. Well, so we challenge you to come up with your own series of 5 or 6 or 3 or whatever, and see what works for you. Whether you come up with kind of a series of discrete, more varied tricks like I came up with, or whether it's more flowy and kind of variety of kind of flowy jugglery like Paul came up with. What works for you? What gets you going? Dr. Stuart Brown is a play researcher. Yes, there are play researchers in the world. And he identified a number of different play personalities. We have different play personalities. Some of us are explorers. Some of us are kinesthetic players. Some of us,
are directors.
Directors.
They're
yes.
the bosses.
That's us. That's me. Some of us like to direct the action that happens. So find out what it is that what type of play that gets you excited. And this is a great tool for figuring that out. So develop your routine, share it with us. Put a video together, put it up on the internet, and tag us at Flow Circus or Flopball, and share it with us. We'd love to see. So, get playing, get developing a routine, get creative, have some fun, and flop on.
We'll see you next week.